Student, today we will discuss about your circulatory system in animals. It is a broader concept. We will discuss how in animals circulatory systems are working. Basically in animals, four systems are working: respiratory system, excretory system, digestive system and circulatory system. And here we will discuss the circulatory system. Circulatory system pick up and deliver the supply and waste around the bodies is known as circulatory system. Simple organism or low level organisms supplies in and waste out just through the diffusion, and diffusion is a process in which blood flow from high concentration to low concentration, and the best example is jellyfish and hydra. Circulatory systems are made up of three parts: organs, bloods and blood vessels. Here the main organ which work helping in the circulatory system is a heart, and then blood is divided into three parts: RBC, WBC and plasma, whereas plasma and blood vessels is a vascular system. In the another word we can say it is further divided into three parts: arteries, veins and capillaries. Circulatory system contain all animals have. Heart is a work here. Heart is a muscular pump, blood vessels is a tube and blood is a circulatory system. Here our blood is circulatory system are working in two systems: open circulatory system and closed circulatory system. Open circulatory systems are in low level organisms, in that blood flow throughout the bodies through cavities, and in the closed circulatory system blood flow with the help of blood vessels. Blood and blood cells. Blood is a tissues of fluids and cells. It is further divided into two parts: plasma and cell. Plasma contains 55% of volume, in which it is fluid, it dissolves salt, sugar, proteins and more, and it is colorless. Whereas cells contain 45% of volume of the blood, and it is divided into RBC, WBC and platelet. RBC, here it transport oxygen in the hemoglobin, and due to hemoglobin our blood is in red. And white blood cell is a first defense and immune system of our bodies, and platelet help in the blood clotting. Whenever we get injured, due to the platelet we get rid of this. Vertebrate heart. Our heart have four chambers through which our heart is working. It divided into the main two parts is atrium and ventricles. Left atrium and left ventricle contain a oxygenated blood, pure blood, that we call it represented by red in color, and right atrium and right ventricle contain a deoxygenated or impure blood, it represented by blue in color. Here we discuss some characteristics about atrium and ventricles. Atrium contain a thin wall, collection of chamber, receive blood. Ventricle is thick wall, pump and pump blood out. Here we discuss how our heart is working. Left atrium takes the oxygen rich blood from the lungs and it pumps to the left ventricle, and from it pumps the oxygenated rich blood through the aorta and sent to the whole body. Same time, right atrium is also working. It take out the deoxygenated blood from the body to a right atrium, and from right atrium it go to the right ventricle, then it go to the lungs to get oxygenated, deoxygenated, get oxygenated. Circulation of blood, it basically deal in the two part system: circulation to our lungs and circulation to our body. Here lungs, from the lungs we get a oxygenated blood, it comes to the heart, and from heart to it's come to the body. It is a oxygenated blood. From where we get a deoxygenated blood from the bodies to the heart, and from heart it go to the lungs for get oxygenated. Vertebrate circulatory system, two part system that we already discussed in the previous. Arteries. Arteries blood flow away from the heart and they are thicker wall. Why they are thicker? Because provide strength for the high pressure and pumping of the blood. Major arteries. Here the pulmonary arteries. Pulmonary arteries contain a deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. Veins. Veins, blood return back to the heart and they are thinner walled. Why they are thinner? Because blood travels back to the heart at low speed and pressure. Why low pressure? Far from the heart. Here pulmonary wings. Pulmonary wings contain a oxygenated blood from lungs to the heart. Here we see superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. They have also some work. Superior vena cava contain a deoxygenated blood from the upper part of our bodies like head to the heart, and inferior vena cava take a deoxygenated blood from the lower part of our bodies to the heart. Capillaries. Capillaries are a thin wall and allow exchange of materials like CO2, waters, oxygens. They help in the exchanging the things. Evolution of circulatory system. Not everyone has a 4-chambered heart. Why? Because low-level organisms, their complexities are lesser than the higher level of organisms. 2-chamber heart, fish having 3-chambered heart, amphibian having 3-chamber heart, reptiles, and 4-chamber birds and mammals, and human beings also having. Our heart produces a sound which we call a love and dove. From the love and dove, the love word is come out. Love, when our heart is contract, the first time it produces the sound love, and then our heart is coming to the relaxed position, then it produces a dove sound. The love dove. This is how our heart is producing a sound. Cardiac cycle, one complete sequence of pumping. What means? Pumping means heart contract and pump, and heart relax and fulfill with the blood. This, the whole cycle is called a cardiac cycle. Contraction phase and relaxation phase. Contraction phase is cytol, ventricle pump blood out, matlab blood is go out. Relaxation phase, diastole, artery refill with the blood, and this is called cardiac cycle. Thank you everyone.